Have you ever felt a strange shift inside you lately? Like something powerful, ancient, and almost otherworldly is starting to stir within your soul? You're not imagining it. In fact, the truth is even bigger than you think. The universe has just activated your third eye. And once it's opened, nothing will ever be the same again. But here's the thing, most people miss the signs. They brush it off. They fall back asleep. You, however, you're different. You wouldn't be here, listening to these words, if something deep inside you hadn't already awakened. You've been called, marked, chosen. And right now, the universe is handing you the keys to a vision most people will never glimpse. I want you to type "I am ready to rise and shine" in the comments. But if you ignore this moment, if you turn your back on this activation, the consequences could ripple through your destiny in ways you can't even imagine. So listen closely, because everything happening to you right now has a divine purpose. And once you understand what's unfolding, your entire life will start to make sense in a way it never has before. Have you noticed it? The vivid dreams. The feeling that time is bending. The way people's true intentions seem clearer, almost like you can see straight through the masks they wear. These aren't coincidences. These are signals. Signals that your spiritual sight, your inner vision, is awakening. But here's what no one tells you. When the third eye activates, it doesn't start with fireworks and flashing lights. It begins subtly, like a whisper in your soul. At first, you might question yourself. You might wonder if you're going crazy. You might feel overwhelmed, even lonely, because the world around you doesn't seem to understand. But that loneliness, that isolation, it's actually the first proof that you're on the right path. Before I go any deeper, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. And tap that like button. It's not just a click, it's a seed you're planting to help this message reach more chosen ones like you. Right now, you hold the power to either let this message shine and touch countless lives, or let it remain hidden in the shadows. May God bless you abundantly for your obedience and your heart to spread His light. You see, when the universe chooses someone, it often removes them from the noise of the world, so they can hear the truth clearly. You're not losing your mind. You're finding it. You're not disconnected. You're being recalibrated for a higher frequency. This moment you're in, it's sacred. It's rare. It's yours. And it demands your full attention. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt the energy, even before anyone spoke? Have you ever heard someone say something, and known instantly that their words were hiding something deeper? Or maybe you've been waking up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, feeling like you've just remembered something important, but you can't quite grasp what it is? If so, your third eye is not just opening, it's beaming. The universe is handing you spiritual sight, the ability to see beyond the surface of things, beyond illusions, beyond the lies. But here's the hard part. Once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. You'll notice how fake the world can be. You'll sense the emptiness in conversations that lack soul. You'll ache for authenticity in a world that prizes masks. And you might wonder, why me? Why have I been chosen to see, when so many stay blind? The answer is simple but profound, because your soul was forged for this. You've carried this light across lifetimes. You've endured countless initiations to reach this very point. You didn't just stumble onto this path. You were always meant for it. The question is, will you accept the calling? Because once your third eye opens, your old life can no longer contain you. Your relationships may shift. Your ambitions may evolve. Your identity, everything you thought you were, will start to dissolve, making space for who you're truly destined to become. It's terrifying. It's exhilarating. It's the rebirth of your soul. But remember this, you are not alone. There is a hidden tribe across the world, other chosen ones just like you, feeling these same shifts, hearing the same whisper, answering the same call. You may not see them yet, but they are there. We are there. You've found one of the sacred crossroads of your journey, and every step you take from here forward will echo across dimensions. Breathe that in for a moment. Let it settle into your bones. You are standing on holy ground. And your eyes, your true eyes, are just beginning to open. Let's go even deeper now. Because here's a truth almost nobody talks about. When your third eye opens, it doesn't just show you the world. It shows you yourself. The parts of you you've hidden. The dreams you buried. The wounds you thought you'd forgotten. It pulls them up, raw and glistening, into the light, not to punish you, but to heal you. You can't step into your destiny carrying the weight of old illusions. You can't walk through the sacred doors of the universe still wearing the mask the world gave you. Your third eye activation is surgery of the soul. It peels back the layers that were never really you, and reveals the pure, limitless being you were always meant to be. And yes, it can feel messy, chaotic, overwhelming at times. But listen closely, that's a sign you're doing it right. Most people numb themselves when this awakening begins. They run back to distraction, to comfort, to sleep. But you're still here. You're still listening. You're still feeling. And that means you are stronger than the storm. Stronger than the illusions. Stronger than the fear that tries to keep you small. Pause for a second and honor that. Honor yourself for the courage it takes to wake up when so many choose to stay asleep. You are doing something rare. Something sacred. Something heroic. Now, let's talk about something few understand, the side effects of this awakening. Because once the third eye activates, reality bends. You might start noticing synchronicities, repeating numbers, strange coincidences, random signs that feel almost too perfect to ignore. You might have sudden flashes of intuition, moments where you just know something without being told. You might feel more sensitive to people's emotions, even to the energy in a room. And yes, you might also experience sudden fatigue, headaches, vivid dreams, emotional releases, as your entire being recalibrates to this higher frequency. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt. Imagine this like tuning a dusty old radio. At first, there's static, noise, confusion. But with each tiny adjustment, the true signal becomes clearer, sharper, purer. That's exactly what's happening inside you. The old static of fear, doubt, and programming is being cleared. The divine broadcast of your soul is coming through. And soon, very soon, you'll hear it with crystal clarity. But here's the secret. You must trust the process, even when it doesn't make logical sense. The mind, the conditioned, limited mind, will try to fight this. It will whisper doubts. It will cling to the old ways. But your soul knows. Your soul remembers. Your soul has been waiting for this awakening for lifetimes. You're not learning something new. You're remembering who you've always been. And once you remember, nothing will ever steal your power again. Let me tell you a story. There was once a farmer who found a golden egg in his chicken coop. At first, he thought it was a joke or a mistake. But every morning, there was another golden egg. At first, he was grateful. But then he grew suspicious. He couldn't understand how it was possible. In fear, he destroyed the very chicken that had been gifting him miracles. What does this story have to do with you? Simple. When the miraculous appears in our lives, when the third eye opens, when the universe moves, the mind, trapped in fear, may try to destroy the very gift it's being offered. Don't be that farmer. Trust the golden eggs appearing in your life now. The insights, the awakenings, the soul nudges. Trust that this is real. That you are not crazy. That you are being blessed beyond measure. And trust that this gift has a purpose far greater than you can yet imagine. Your third eye isn't opening just for you. It's opening so you can become a light in the darkness. A guide for others still lost in the illusion. A bridge between worlds. You're not just awakening for yourself. You're awakening for all of us. Every soul you'll inspire. Every heart you'll heal. Every mind you'll set free. It all begins with you saying yes to this calling. Right now, you are being given a choice. You can close your eyes again. Pretend you didn't feel this shift. Go back to the comfort of the familiar. Or you can step into the unknown and claim the destiny that has been waiting for you since the beginning of time. The universe is watching. Your higher self is cheering. The ancestors are whispering your name. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You have always been guided, even when you doubted, even when you struggled, even when you forgot. And now it's time to remember. Now that you're seeing through new eyes, you'll notice something else, too. The world you once knew starts to look different. People you once resonated with may start to feel distant. Places you used to love may suddenly feel heavy. Goals you thought you wanted might lose all their meaning. And at first, that can feel scary. It's like walking through a house you've lived in your whole life and realizing the furniture has all been rearranged while you were sleeping. Nothing is wrong. You're not lost. You're just waking up in a new reality. And listen carefully. This is one of the most critical moments on the journey of a chosen one. Because when your third eye activates, it demands that you align. No more faking. No more settling. No more pretending to be smaller than you are. You will feel an unstoppable pull toward authenticity, toward truth, toward the life your soul actually came here to live. The friendships that were built on convenience instead of connection, they'll start to crumble. The habits that kept you numb instead of alive, they'll become unbearable. The dreams that were never truly yours, they'll start to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. And if you resist it, if you cling to the old, you'll feel it as pain, as heaviness, as inner chaos. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. Your soul will no longer tolerate what dissonance your light. Let that be your guide. If something feels heavy, forced, draining, it's not for you anymore. If something feels light, expansive, alive, follow it. Your new compass is not logic. It's energy. And energy never lies. Let me ask you something. Have you been feeling that inner nudge lately? That strange, restless yearning? That sense that you're meant for something more, even if you can't fully explain it yet? That's not your imagination. That's the voice of destiny calling you forward. And now that your third eye is opening, that voice will only get louder. You are being summoned into alignment, into integrity, into your true timeline, the one where your gifts are fully awakened, your heart is fully alive, and your soul's mission is fully realized. But, and this is important, you must be willing to walk alone for a while. Not because you are truly alone, but because very few will understand the path you're walking. You will see things they can't yet see. Feel things they're not yet ready to feel. Know things their hearts are still too afraid to remember. And that's okay. It's not your job to convince them. It's not your job to carry them. It's your job to keep walking, to keep shining, to keep trusting the unseen forces guiding your steps. Imagine a seed planted deep underground. For a long time, it grows in darkness, invisible to the world, pushed by forces it cannot see. But one day, it breaks through the surface. It touches sunlight for the first time, and the world looks at it and says, "Where did you come from?" But the seed knows. It's been growing all along, quietly, patiently, through storms and winters and lonely nights. That's you. You've been growing underground. Your third eye activation is the moment you break the surface. The moment the light touches your spirit and says, "I see you. I've been waiting for you." And from this point forward, everything changes. Your perception sharpens. You start seeing patterns in people's behavior you never noticed before. You start feeling the hidden energy behind words and actions. You start sensing when someone's spirit is aligned, and when it's not. You can spot lies instantly, not because of logic, but because their energy doesn't match their vibration. You begin living from the inside out. No longer chasing validation. No longer seeking approval. No longer bending yourself to fit a world that was never built for your light. You realize, you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to awaken. You were meant to lead, simply by being your fullest, truest self. And right now, Whether you realize it or not, your energy is already affecting others. Your presence is already a lighthouse for those still lost at sea. Your awakening is not just personal, it's planetary. Every step you take into your true power echoes across dimensions you can't even fathom. You are part of a much bigger story than you know. You didn't stumble onto this video by accident. You were called here to remember, to rise, to reclaim everything you came here to be. And it starts with one simple but life-altering choice. Will you honor the vision that has been given to you? Or will you turn away from your own destiny? The universe is patient, but it will not wait forever. And neither should you. Take a deep breath right now. Feel it. That electric hum under your skin. That quiet certainty rising in your chest. That's your soul answering. It knows. It's always known. The real question is, are you ready to stop hiding? Because here's the truth. When your third eye opens, you can't stay in the old life anymore. You can't keep shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You can't pretend you don't know what you know. You are being invited into radical authenticity. That means speaking your truth, even when your voice shakes. That means choosing your path, even when no one else understands. That means trusting your inner knowing, even when the world says you're crazy. Listen. You weren't chosen because you're perfect. You weren't chosen because you've never struggled. You were chosen because you have struggled, and still chose to love. Because you have fallen, and still chose to rise. Because even when life tried to break you, you refused to let it harden your heart. That is the mark of the chosen. Not a life without wounds, but a soul that turns wounds into wisdom. And you are overflowing with it. Maybe you've spent years doubting yourself. Maybe you've spent years wondering why you feel different, why you can never seem to fully belong. But what if I told you? Your sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's your superpower. Your ability to feel deeply, to see beyond masks, to sense unseen energies, it's exactly what the world needs right now. You were engineered to hold light in dark places. You were crafted to break old cycles with your presence alone. You were destined to be the bridge between worlds, between the seen and unseen, between the ordinary and the divine. And right now, the universe is whispering. It's time. Time to stop doubting the magic in your bones. Time to stop playing small when you were made for greatness. Time to embody the wisdom that has lived inside you all along. And don't be surprised if life starts shifting rapidly now. Relationships may fall away. Opportunities that once excited you may suddenly feel empty. Old versions of you may die in ways that feel sudden, even brutal. This isn't destruction. It's alignment. It's your soul making space for the life you were actually born to live. Trust the clearing. Trust the endings. Trust the redirection. It's all part of your activation. Let me share something with you. There's an old saying among ancient mystics. When the eye is single, the whole body is full of light. What does that mean? When your vision is unified, when your inner eye, your third eye, is open, you stop living a fractured, divided life. You no longer say yes when your heart screams no. You no longer betray yourself to gain approval. You no longer dim your light to blend into rooms that insult your spirit. Instead, you live in truth. And truth is magnetic. It pulls the right people to you. It draws the right opportunities effortlessly. It opens doors you didn't even know existed. Because when you are aligned within, the entire universe aligns around you. Energy moves faster. Manifestations happen quicker. Miracles feel normal. Synchronicities, those so-called coincidences, become your everyday reality. You are not just observing life anymore. You are co-creating with it. Your third eye is not just about seeing the unseen. It's about becoming an active participant in the mystery of existence itself. And the more you trust this new sight, the clearer, louder, and more miraculous your life will become. But it starts with one thing: devotion to your truth. Not devotion to fear. Not devotion to what others expect of you. Not devotion to your old limitations. devotion to your soul's knowing, even when it doesn't make logical sense. Especially then, because the mind will always seek safety. But the soul seeks liberation. And that liberation begins the moment you stop second-guessing the voice within you. The moment you honor what you feel, even if no one else understands it yet. The moment you say, I trust myself. I trust my journey. I trust my gift. I want you to really hear me. You are not here to live a normal life. You are not here to fit into a broken system. You are not here to chase hollow versions of success. You are here to build new worlds. To be a lighthouse for others awakening. To be the living proof that magic is real. That light wins. That the soul is stronger than fear. Every step you take in alignment now sends ripples across realities you cannot yet see. Your healing heals others. Your courage ignites others. Your light awakens others. Even when you don't realize it. Especially then. So if you ever wonder, does it matter? Yes, it matters more than you know. You matter more than you know. And the universe is counting on you to remember who you are. Now, lean in even closer. Because here's the final secret. When your third eye is activated, your very existence becomes a message. You don't have to convince anyone. You don't have to prove yourself. You simply are. And that beingness speaks louder than words ever could. People will feel something around you they can't explain. Some will be drawn to you, craving your light without even understanding why. Others will be triggered by you, uncomfortable in your presence because your authenticity exposes their masks. Let it all happen. You are not here to be liked by everyone. You are here to be true. To live so fully in alignment with your soul that your life becomes a transmission. Every laugh, every tear, every breath. Sacred, intentional, alive. And if you ever feel overwhelmed by the path ahead, remember this. You are never walking alone. All around you, maybe even right now, there are thousands, millions of other chosen ones waking up too. Maybe you haven't met them yet. Maybe you feel isolated sometimes. But hear me. You are part of a soul family. A hidden network of awakened beings, scattered like stars across the earth, each carrying a piece of the greater light. And as each one shines, the darkness fades. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are exactly who you were designed to be, and you are right on time. Now, I want to leave you with a challenge. A sacred invitation. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand gently over the center of your forehead, where your third eye pulses quietly between your brows, and whisper to yourself, I see, I know, I trust. 3 simple sentences. But if you say them with your whole heart, you will feel something shift. You will feel the energy gathering. You will feel the universe leaning in, whispering back, we see you. We know you. We trust you. Because you, beautiful soul, are not just awakening for yourself. You are awakening for all of us. Your courage uplifts us. Your healing frees us. Your light shows us the way home. Never underestimate the power of a single soul fully awakened. It's not just a ripple. It's a revolution. You are the revolution. Now, if this message spoke to your spirit, if you felt a deep, ancient yes rising inside you, I invite you to share your experience in the comments below. Tell us, what resonated with you the most? What signs have you seen since your third eye opened? What shifts are unfolding in your life right now? We are listening. Your voice matters. And if you want to walk this path together, if you want to deepen your awakening, expand your light, and remember your true power, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Because this journey is just beginning. There are deeper layers to explore, greater activations to uncover, and more sacred secrets the universe is ready to reveal. And in our very next video, we'll dive into something even more powerful. The hidden powers activated after your third eye awakens, and why most people miss them. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. It will change everything about how you move through this world. Until then, remember, you are chosen, you are seen, you are loved, and your light is unstoppable. Stay awake, stay sovereign, stay luminous. I'll see you very soon.